Throughout history, the world has witnessed countless tragedies, events so devastating that they have left an indelible mark on humanity. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 most tragic events in the world, from natural disasters to human-made catastrophes that changed the course of history. Let's begin. Number 10. The 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. At number 10, we have the 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. On December 26th, an undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 triggered one of the deadliest tsunamis in history. Waves reaching up to 100 feet high struck the coastlines of 14 countries, leaving over 230,000 people dead. The devastation was unprecedented, with millions displaced and entire communities wiped off the map. Number 9. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Number 9 on our list is the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. On August 6th and 9th, 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on these Japanese cities, resulting in the immediate deaths of over 100,000 people, with many more succumbing to radiation sickness in the years that followed. The bombings not only brought an end to World War II, but also marked the beginning of the nuclear age, forever altering global politics and warfare. Number 8. The Holocaust. Coming in at number 8 is one of the darkest chapters in human history, the Holocaust. Between 1941 and 1945, Nazi Germany systematically murdered 6 million Jews, along with millions of others, including Romani people, disabled individuals, and political dissidents. The sheer scale of the atrocities committed in concentration camps like Auschwitz and Treblinka is almost unimaginable, and the scars left by this genocide are still felt today. Number 7. The Cambodian Genocide. At number 7, we have the Cambodian Genocide, carried out by the Khmer Rouge regime from 1975 to 1979. Under the leadership of Pol Pot, an estimated 1.7 to 2 million people, nearly a quarter of Cambodia's population, were killed through starvation, forced labor, and mass executions. The brutal regime sought to create a classless agrarian society, but instead plunged the nation into a nightmare of death and suffering. Number 6. The Rwandan Genocide. Number 6 is the Rwandan Genocide, a horrifying event that took place over just 100 days in 1994. Ethnic tensions between the Hutu majority and Tutsi minority boiled over into a massacre that saw an estimated 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus brutally murdered. The world watched in shock and horror as one of the fastest and most brutal genocides in history unfolded. Number 5. The Great Chinese Famine. At number 5, we have the Great Chinese Famine, which occurred between 1959 and 1961. Triggered by a combination of natural disasters, political decisions, and poor economic policies under Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward, this man-made disaster claimed the lives of an estimated 15 to 45 million people. The famine remains one of the deadliest in human history, with entire villages perishing from starvation. Number 4. The Black Death. Coming in at number 4 is the Black Death, a pandemic that swept through Europe, Asia, and Africa in the 14th century. Thought to have been caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium, the plague killed an estimated 75 to 200 million people, wiping out nearly a third of Europe's population. The Black Death not only decimated societies, but also had profound effects on the course of history, leading to economic, social, and cultural transformations. Number 3. The Transatlantic Slave Trade. At number 3, we have the transatlantic slave trade, one of the darkest periods of human exploitation. From the 16th to the 19th century, millions of Africans were forcibly taken from their homeland, packed into ships under horrific conditions, and sold into slavery in the Americas and the Caribbean. The trauma and suffering endured by those enslaved and the generations that followed have left deep, lasting scars on the world. Number 2. World War. Number 2 on our list is World War I, often called the Great War. Fought from 1914 to 1918, it was one of the deadliest conflicts in human history, with an estimated 16 million people, both military and civilian, losing their lives. The war's brutal trench warfare, chemical weapons, and the unprecedented scale of death and destruction reshaped the political map of Europe and set the stage for many of the 20th century's subsequent conflicts. Number 1. World War II. And finally, at number 1, we have World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history. Lasting from 1939 to 1945, the war claimed the lives of over 70 million people, including the horrors of the Holocaust, the atomic bombings of Japan, and countless battles fought across Europe, Africa, and the Pacific. The war forever altered the global order, leading to the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers and setting the stage for the Cold War. Outro. These events, though separated by time and place, share a common thread of unimaginable human suffering and loss. They serve as reminders of the fragility of life and the importance of striving for a more peaceful and just world. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and let us know in the comments which historical events you think should have been included.